Hey guys, Jessica Ruffin and NBC Sports' Steve Letarte here from NASCAR Fantasy Fastlane. Steve, looking at this weekend at Kansas, it's an elimination race. We'll go from 12 to 8 this weekend, and there are several drivers below the cut line. So what do you think about playing drivers like Brad Keselowski, Ryan Blaney, Kyle Larson?
Well, when I look at the two Penske drivers that are below the cut line, I have differencing of opinions. When I look at Brad Keselowski, you would think he would be a potential start. Runs very well. Even his numbers at the mile-and-a-half tracks are okay this year with 4 races over 40 points. But the problem is, when I look at Kansas specifically, it's not that impressive. He does have a win there, but it was all the way back in 2011. So I'm definitely avoiding Brad Keselowski. Now the question is, Ryan Blaney, his Team Penske teammate, his numbers at Kansas are good. Matter of fact, they're good enough that I would argue that Kansas is his best racetrack. He has 3 top 5s in the last 5 starts. The problem is, I don't like where they're at in the points. I think it's a gamble. I don't like guys that gamble. I need solid runs, so I'm avoiding both Penske drivers.
Let's talk about another driver below the cut line, Kyle Larson. It came out that he had that penalty this week, loss of 10 points. He's essentially in a must-win situation heading into the weekend. Do you gamble on the 42?
Well, when you think back to Chicago, that reminds me a lot of Kansas, both as an analyst and as a crew chief. Old, wore-out pavement. You're going to see them top to bottom. He had that epic battle with Kyle Busch. The problem is, that was when there was no pressure. That was the fun part before we got into the heat of the playoffs, but now he must win. You mentioned that points penalty. That basically eliminates any hope with points, and for that reason, I'm avoiding Kyle Larson.
All right, let's see this weekend. Be sure you guys set your lineups and tune into the race Sunday, 2:30 p.m. on NBC. You could drive off in a truck built by fans for fans. Head to NASCAR.com/playoffs promo now to enter for your chance to win the fan-built Chevy, Ford, or Toyota truck.